All right, Tuesday evening, and let's do a video post tonight so I can take a break from the keyboard. I thought what I would do tonight is elaborate, if it's possible, on the posts from Sunday and Monday, which apparently has struck a bit of a chord. Sometimes I can't get my thoughts or my emotions in when I'm just typing, but I guess I'll start with the whole commission analysis effort and why I continue to harp on that, and why it's actually going to be a pretty important piece of the talk that I give in New York. And frankly, it's because I don't think it's given enough attention. I've often talked about my desire in terms of this industry for transparency, and that holds true for what brokers are charging traders. And although the analysis touches or really addresses the CME piece of the commission, because there's the CME piece which is set by the Merc, and then there's what your broker or what your FCM gets. So even though I'm just addressing the CME piece, it really is one issue in terms of brokers out there that do bundle the rates, and what they're bundling is they're bundling the Merc rate, which is costing them because they've got to pass that through, and whatever their own margins are, and so I guess what I'm trying to do in part, in addition to saying, geez, if you're trading over 40, 50 contracts a day, consider the lease. What I'm also saying is, take a hard look at what you're paying. Use the CME rate information to help unravel the bundled rate that you may be paying your broker. I mean, if you're paying $3.50 or whatever, you know what the Merc piece is. Because everybody's going to pay that. Again, that cost is passed through. So I guess one reason that I really want to spend as much time on it again is because it's such an important piece of this business, and I don't see it getting justice. And I was very public about 7 years ago when I was first trading the E-minis, 2003. And my P&L was tremendously suboptimized by the fact that my commission structure was all wrong for my style of trading and my volume. And I had to dig around. I had to find out about memberships. I had to negotiate with my broker. I didn't realize these things were possible. And the beautiful thing about the internet and the sorts of things that we're trying to do here is that we're trying to get information out. I appreciate our good friend Dr. Brett helping spread the word. The idea is to spread the word. The idea is to, okay, look, here are what the numbers look like. All right. Does it make sense for you to continue paying what you're paying? Does it make sense for you to continue to stay with your broker, or go somewhere else, or get your broker to come down? The more of us that are screaming this, the more competitive this business becomes in terms of rates, and that lowers rates for everybody. And I guess I've been blessed with a bit of a pulpit here, and one of the things I'm trying to do is use this in a manner that can help everybody. And it doesn't matter whether you're trading 10 contracts a day or 1,000 contracts a day. The point being, what we're trying to do here is get information out and work it such that we put pressure where pressure needs to be put, and hopefully the net effect of not just what we're doing here, but the net effect in general across the industry when people do this sort of thing, is that you have a more competitive marketplace, and that drives costs down. And again, I went through a phase in my career where I left a lot of money on the table in terms of not being able to retain it because it went to my broker. All right. And I don't want other people making that same mistake. And again, with the lease prices as ridiculously low as they are, please, this business. I'm serious when I say part of my New York presentation is going to be, if you can't beat them, join them. Learn how to trade like the casino. Okay, not to speculate. Speculators lose money. Learn how to trade like the casino. And you may have a casino where you only trade 10 contracts a day. That's fine. That can be your little casino. Okay? Those are the people who make money in this business. Okay? So, again, that's why I'm on a little bit of a rant on that. The other rant, obviously, I got on late in yesterday's post was the whole idea about continuing education, and I'll say the same thing now as I said in that post. First of all, let me step down and take myself out of this in terms of teaching. Okay, I'm just beside myself on the fact that people still there's a small segment of people out there that want everything for free. They want jobs handed to them. They want, they want the rewards without the risk, or they're having fun in this cute little industry called trading, but they're really not disciplined enough or dedicated enough to look at their cost structure and invest in education. And these are the people who are whining all over the net and message boards, which I don't visit, but, I know they're out there. I get emails every now and then, and it's a riot. It really is. But it's a sad riot. Again, take my teaching stuff out of the picture for the moment. I mentioned that, and I do have a budget. I budget $10,000 a year for coaching, where I get coached for continuing education, which includes travel, by the way. We talked about the whole college education thing. I just don't get it. I understand that there's a lot of junk out there. Okay. But there's also a lot of good stuff there, and traders, the Ratchkes of the world and the Williams of the world, and what I'm trying to do here, we've got some choices. Do we make some money from those services? Absolutely, absolutely. It's a bona fide service that's being provided with value. Okay. And at the same time, we try to do other things like go on the lecture circuit and speak and do blogs, where people can come as they wish. But we're kind of all in a unique situation because, if we don't provide the service, then people complain that okay, well, it's all behind closed doors and you don't want to lose your edge and that kind of thing. And then when we do provide the service, people say, oh, you're just providing it, to get rich or to scam. And I swear there are some people that believe if they pay a dime for anything, that it's bogus. I get the fact that there's a huge challenge we have in this industry, okay, and I'm a part of that challenge. We're all a part of that challenge, okay. But as I said in the post yesterday, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater, or four babies out with the bathwater. And I know, again, Brett's mentioned this in some recent posts, that there is a lot of good out there. There is a tremendous amount of good out there. And please, again, taking myself out of this for a second, please don't lump everybody into that category. All right? There are a lot of people that have worked awfully hard. They put in long hours. They provided a lot of information out there for free. And those people deserve our credit and our applause. So, again, I admittedly got on a bit of a rant on that, but just a reminder again that in life you do kind of get what you pay for, and anyway, that's enough of that. Other thoughts? Wild market day, obviously today, with the Greece news. Had to stay on your toes. Be flexible. We're going to do again tomorrow, Wednesday, 4:30. The live stream TV chat. Just show up here at the blog. And refresh the blog by about 4:15, and we'll get that going. I have no topic. I'll have a topic by then, or we'll do a little bit of back and forth Q&A. Again, everybody's welcome. There's no fee. There's no intent. Have a good time. Let's see where it evolves. Seems to be received fairly well. So that's what I have tonight. A little bit of expansion on the last couple of posts. Have a great night. We will see you tomorrow. Be there, please.